Oh, but, oh. Oh, and that helps save elephants though. That's nice. When we think about elephant poaching, we usually think about the ivory trade. But not all poaching of elephants is driven by the drive for ivory. Human-wildlife conflict, or human-elephant conflict in this case, can also trigger some illegal killings of elephants. In areas like this, that human-elephant conflict often comes down to crop raiding.
So the people in this region live right up against the edge of the national park. There's no buffer zone between the park and the farmland. There's also no fence. The only thing separating the park from the farmland is a road. So this gives ample opportunity for elephants and people to mix.
The animals goes into the field, destroys everything in the field, tramples on everything in the field, and sometimes chases the farmers from there and making them to get injured as they are running for their lives.
The elephant just came to the garden when we went to eat. Then we decided to stay there in the garden. At the middle of the night when we were sleeping, we just hear the sound of the stomach doing. Then we get up, we went to check out the garden. Then we got our elephant coming. There were 16 in numbers.
And what happens is that these members who have been subject to that kind of suffering will say, no, we cannot just leave these animals to make us suffer like this. This is our land. So what they do is they will get their spears, they will get their arrows, they will get their snares and run after these animals. Or they set these traps so that next time these animals come around, they are killed.
Elephants leave the protected areas where they normally live and they come out to villages. They come out to farms, and once they're here, they can destroy the crops, eat the crops, trample the crops, and that can have devastating consequences for the locals.
Imagine a farmer who has worked tirelessly and he has put in a lot of time and labor to ensure that these crops grow, and mean the land is plowed, the crops are grown, they're weeded, and everything is perfect. And then the elephants come and trample everything, or they eat everything. That means this person has lost a lot of money that he has put into his field. Secondly, it means this family will suffer seriously, or they will go around begging food from other farmers.
That's why we're on the road today. We're going to see a solution in action. We're headed north of Murchison Falls in Uganda to meet an inventor, some local farmers, and representatives from Wild Aid to find out about how some bottles of stinky stuff could help save elephants and crops. Stay tuned to the end of the video to find out how this could help not just elephants here in Uganda, but across Africa, and how you can help. People have come up with lots of different ways to try to keep elephants out of their fields. They make lots of noise. They use chili pepper bombs. They've put up electric fences. They've even put beehives around the edges of their fields. And all of these kind of work, but a lot of them also have drawbacks.
Previously, we used to, when the elephants are coming, you make sure you be around your field with vuvuzela, even a blowing whistle. But all those ones, the elephant will come back again, because after there is no more noise going towards them, they will come back because of that smell of the food.
When you put beehives around your field, around your farm today, you will need the bees to first of all come and colonize the beehives. So when the bees are not yet in the hives, and the elephants are already aware that you have good crops that they can eat and get satisfied, they will not wait for the bees to colonize and enter into the hives. They'll just come and eat.
Another drawback is that elephants are really, really smart. Even when these systems work, the elephants can find ways around them. They test them, they find ways into those fields. And that is where Henry Latigo comes in. His idea? Let's stink them out.
I'm Henry Latigo, a retired lecturer and the inventor of elephant and pest repellent. We used to get the litters from the goats. When we plant maize or cassava or potatoes like that, we would spray. And the goats were deterred. So we got some combination which will enable us to be more potent, that can deter both the goats and other vermins.
Okay.
So we started piloting around the home, putting ingredients, natural ingredients that we do eat and enjoy.
Henry concocted a mixture that was made from local ingredients. Onions, garlic, ginger, lots of stuff. He put it all together, cooked it, and he came up with what became nicknamed the smelly elephant repellent.
It came into my field. What they did, they came and they got one stem of cassava. When they got that there was something there, they left my field. Why should an elephant not eat your crops and eat the other ones, your neighbor? And then they said, I'm a wizard.
And this is how it's made. Some of those ingredients, the garlic, the ginger, the leaves, they get pounded in a mortar and pestle like this until they're a paste. And then they're gonna be cooked for about an hour in some boiling water. Make sure I get it all around, okay. You sure you wanna cook this to make it to smell? And you don't wanna eat this? This smells really good. So now we gotta glove up, because we're gonna put this stuff into the pot. Don't get too close to this. You don't want the people watching to throw up. Why are we smashing it?
We're actually smashing the cow dung to make it smoother.
Oh, it smells great.
Yeah, so that it can cook so fast in the water that...
Ooh.
No.
Oh yeah, let's make it wet,
Yeah,
make it
yeah.
smell more. That's a great plan. Oh my God. Now we're gonna mix some rotten eggs into this dung. That, I think the smelling will be accomplished.
These eggs, when you ferment it with the repellent, it gives you a noxious smell because there is high uric acid. So when there is a wind coming, that means you can be able to get the smell at a distance.
So we mix some dung with some water, put it in our boiling water, and I'm not sure I've ever been more happy to have gloves on. So boiling the ingredients together helps to kill off bacteria and other things that could be dangerous to animals and to us. Hey, it's Greg. If you think this stuff stinks but the video's good, do me a favor, please hit the subscribe button below. Your support means a ton. So it's been about an hour that this has been bubbling and boiling and generally becoming smellier and smellier. But so we're gonna sieve it out now, I guess to get rid of the chunks and just pure, unadulterated, smelly liquid. It's really smelly to us, but it's even smellier to the elephants. They have big noses, and those noses are loaded with olfactory sensors, 5 times more than humans have. So they can smell this stuff from a long way away. Elephants can smell so well, in fact, that they can smell the differences in quantities between 2 piles of seeds and know which one has more just from the smell. At the end, it gets fermented in a tank for a month, 2 months. The longer, the smellier. I like that you don't put a cap on it. You're like, let me just use my hand.
I know.
Okay, so I'm gonna smell it. It's my first whiff. Oh, I got it on my hand. Oh, I got it on my hand. Oh, but, oh. I'm not gonna throw up, so that's good. After fermenting in these huge tanks, the smelly repellent is ready for farmers to come. They take cans of it off to their fields where they can spread it around the edges of the fields or put them in bottles on a slow drip or some combination of both. WildAid conducted a study on the smelly elephant repellent here in Uganda and in Kenya.
There were 323 attempted crop raiding incidents by elephants during that period of time. And at farms where they'd used the repellent, 81% of these incidents were repelled. They would approach the fence, they would stop, they would know that something was up, they would sort of smell, raise their trunk and smell a bit around and tentatively maybe take a step or two forward and then decide this was too much effort, too disgusting, they'd turn around and walk off.
So it works. And what's really cool is it doesn't hurt the elephants. They either taste the leaves or smell the stuff, they think it's gross, and they walk away. And unlike other things where the elephants try to come back, they outsmart the stuff, the smell remains, the taste remains, so they don't always come back. The next step, Robertson says, is to figure out a way to scale this thing up, to make more repellent available to more farmers on more farms.
So having worked on this for about 7 years of my life, my ultimate dream is to see the product on shelves of agro shops across not only Africa but also Asia, meaning that people who have issues with elephants can get hold of this product when and where they need it, protect themselves, protect their livelihoods, also protect elephants.
The future of this smelly stuff is finding a company or companies that can help make a sustainable supply of it for farmers and turn it into a sustainable business. And hey, maybe you can help. If you work with an NGO or a company that wants to get in the smelly elephant repellent business, hit me up in the comments below. I'll connect you with some folks over at WildAid. Or if you're just a regular person like me and you want to help out, go to wildaid.org and you can donate to help with their programs. If you like this video, want to see more like it, come on back here next month, hit subscribe. We'll be ready for another adventure.